I recently had a chance to work with content managers who are working with content on their websites at the state government level. They have a WYSIWYG editor and they're not so sure how to use code or to go behind the scenes and look in the code view, and their biggest question was, how do I style my tables? I will admit it's very tricky to style tables in a content management system if you haven't been trained specifically for that. What you'll find is that it's similar to styling tables within Microsoft Word, and every content management system is different. So let's have a look. So there are some things that you should know about tables as you place tables into your HTML pages using a content management system. You should know how many rows and columns you're going to place. You should know about table headers and about a caption. The captions are, some content management systems will show the caption on the HTML page, but some will not. If it doesn't show on the HTML page, it'll still be read by a screen reader, which is important for accessibility. So right here, what I'm showing you is we're going to insert a table with 3 rows, 2 columns. This is a pixel width right here. And this says no headers and 1 border size. What it is it's a default table properties in the specific Drupal installation that I wrote this tutorial in. And it was for the state of Colorado. So I changed it to 5 and 2 with the headers of the first row. Assigning a table header is important for accessibility. The screen readers will announce the label of the header as it reads each cell in the table. We have 2 columns, and we realized that we're hand entering this table and we forgot a column. So we're going to add a new column. You can right click in any cell that's to the right, on the right side. It'll give you a properties. So you're going to go down, that's a flyout menu, and you're going to go to the column, insert column after. It gave you a new column right there. It looks like this, and we're going to style it. Click and drag over all 3 header rows, and then right click, choose cell and cell properties in the flyout menu. It's helpful to know hex when you're styling tables. If you have a style guideline, have your designer translate all of your CMYK and RGB values into hex for you, so you can easily reference what your company's colors are. So this is a background color in the hex value. Select all the text and set it to white. So what we just did was we set the background color for the header row of gray, and we're going to make the text white because we lost our color contrast. You can drag across and select that text, and you have the buttons to do the text color. Okay, so that's what the header row looks like now. Here we're going to set the widths of columns, so you don't have to set the width in every single cell. You can set the width in just the header row. We're going to set the year to 15% of this table, and we're using percents because it's a flexible unit. It's a pixel would be a static web site that's maybe 1,000 pixels wide, so you know how many exactly pixels you want your table to be. But when we're dealing with responsive websites, you want to set the units in percentage. This is the cell properties panel. We're going down to slide it down to 20%. And there's our widths. Now this side is much wider and there's room for text. Let's see what this next one is. Multiple cells are selected. Set one attribute common to all. Okay, looks like we're aligning the body, the text inside each cell to the top so that the numbers will line up to the top of each cell when there's a lot of content.